Welcome to Real Estate Radio San Antonio, hosted by your local real estate and finance experts, Carl and Stan Hester. Each week at this time, they'll share what you need to know as it applies to what's really going on in the local real estate market. Whether you need to sell your home for top dollar, refinance, remodel, save money to retire comfortably, or even buy a bargain property in your local area, Carl and Stan have assembled a team of the area's top professionals in real estate, mortgages, credit, finance, law, taxes, and home improvement, so you'll know all the whys and how-tos and will always be one step ahead of everyone else. This is your opportunity to explore the financial concierge model. So, welcome and let's get started. Here are your hosts, local real estate and finance experts, Carla and Stan Hester.
Welcome to Real Estate Radio San Antonio with your hosts, Carla and Stan Hester, where we bring you an important hour of radio every Sunday right here on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. We're part of the Real Estate Radio Network, which is a national network of local real estate professionals dedicated to delivering timely, balanced truths about the local market conditions in an effort to help Americans maintain good credit, minimize their debt, and to achieve the dream of home ownership. Good afternoon, Carla.
Hi, Stan. How are you?
Good. This weather's crazy. It's got me. I'm already stuttering some of my words and have a little bit of a dry mouth here. So get going here. So I apologize for that already this morning. So.
Oh, it's okay. Well, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. We're very excited about having Steve Indo of Indo Commercial Real Estate Company with us today. He'll be sharing upcoming San Antonio developments and why community development is important to you. As a source of real estate and more, we like to start each show with local San Antonio events, community developments, and one great happening is January 15th.
It's a wind. I think it's getting a little bit of all of us.
Is the SACC, or the San Antonio Cocktail Conference. They'll be mixing it up for a great cause. Did you hear about that, Stan?
I did. That's an exciting cause that they have coming up here.
I know, and you know, they give 100% of the proceeds to children non-for-profits. It's one of the best cocktail festivals in America. By Fooders Travel, and SACC chooses charities throughout the application process. It's created by Houston Street Charities. I'm sorry, it's a program.
It's a program of the Houston Street Charities, which is created by Bohannon Prime Steakhouse and Seafoods. Yeah, that's a great charity going on there.
Yeah, and thanks to the success of previous conferences, they're having it again. It was like $240,000 they gave to the children last year, just through this cocktail festival.
You know, that's exciting. Like you said, 100% of that money goes to the charities, and that's one of the things that we look for in some of the things that we support out of our office and with our radio program here is where most of it is returned back to those organizations. You know,
they're having, but you know, Stan, and maybe we could go to dinner down there. Each restaurant is hosting some kind of tasting and dinner seating. I don't remember the prices, but there's different prices for each event. So it's a great thing that people could have a date night.
Yeah.
And it's either Friday night, it's Saturday night, could be Saturday after Sunday afternoon.
Well, I'm excited after all these years you'll still go on a date with me. So.
But, I mean, you could still enjoy it. And then when you do that, you know, the money is still going towards the charities.
And you can go on the website to www.sacocktailconference.com. And get that information right there. So just www.sacocktailconference.com.
So maybe we'll have a date night.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, we truly believe in giving back to our community, and giving back not only helps others, but it helps promote, you know, cooperation and social connections. And research shows that giving is correlated a good mental and physical health. It provides for us. And if you're looking to give back to your community, as we always say, you know, there's a great list of nonprofits, and it's at www.greatnonprofits.org. And again, if you go to www.greatnonprofit.org, you can get that information.
You know what I say? I say, if you're having a bad day,
okay,
go out and help somebody, give back to somebody, and I bet you'll feel different about your day.
Here's Mama's words of wisdom. That's coming
right.
through there.
That's right. Before we speak with Steve Indo on a few of his noteworthy projects and upcoming developments. Let's get into what we call Mortgage Matters, where we offer trusted advice and solution, whether it's programs and what really matters in mortgage and real estate. We keep you updated and informed. Our NMLS numbers are Carla's is 219059 and Stan Hester is 956893.
So we got all the required stuff out of the way on those two, huh?
Our NMLS numbers. That's right.
Well, welcome to Mortgage Matters segment of our show here. And, we always get great emails that come through, and we wanted to address it as part of Mortgage Matters that people send in to us and some of the questions that they have. And they're really interesting. I mean, we can't address all of them, but we try to pick ones out or where we get multiple questions in. And one of the questions is, I'm having problems getting pre-qualified for a home due to my student loans. Even though I have great credit, how do I overcome this dilemma? So good credit, but high student loans.
Well, okay, so student loan is a government loan, so for sure you want to keep them current. And many times I've seen past due student loans. That will stop the loan process. So you have to make your student loans current. You can be, you can have other collection accounts, but when you are past due on your student loans, you have to make them current. It's just like any other debt, but especially student loans. It's a government loan. Mm-hmm. If you have multiple student loans, you could consolidate them into one, and a lot of times that'll lower their payments, kind of like consolidating some debt and getting one smaller payment instead of having 3 or 4 or 5 different single payments.
Yeah, that's a huge difference. I just want to say, if you're just joining us, you're listening to Real Estate Radio Real Estate Radio San Antonio with Carla and Stan, and you can reach us at realestateradio.sa.com. That's realestateradio.sa.com. Go in there, just hit that button, that link on there, the contact button, and you can leave us a message on what questions you'd like to answer.
Okay. Thank you, Stan.
Okay.
So student loans are great. I mean, you can have them deferred. One of the rules is if you're closing, your loan has to be deferred 1 year out from your closing date. So if you're closing in February of 2015, your student loans have to be deferred until February of 2016. And then we don't have to count that payment. However, if they're not going to be deferred and you don't have a payment on your credit report, you'll have to contact your student loan department, and so we can put a payment on that credit report and calculate what that upcoming payment will be within 6-7 months that it comes due.
On deferred, what exactly? I mean, I understand what it is because we're in the lingo, but what's the best way, even to in layman's terms, to talk about when someone defers that loan? It goes out for how long? It has to be at least 12 months out. So if it's today and that loan is on the 10th, it has to be counted in your debt ratio, correct? It's on the October, not the 10th, but if it's due in October, that you have to start paying it. That's counted on the debt, right?
Yeah, 1 year from your closing date.
From the closing date.
So if you're closing in February of 2015, that loan has to be deferred through February of 2016, where your payment's going to be starting on March of 2016.
And we have a lot of young people that come to us that have graduated from college, and I mean, these debts are payable. Everybody expects to pay them, but I don't think they really understand that it's still a debt unless it's out past a year. And so you need to really look at that before you get going, because that has to be counted into your debt, what we call debt ratio, your DTI, which, is transposed into how much house can you buy.
Yeah, and definitely you don't want to have any light student loans within the last 12 months. But what I always say is, let's look at your credit, let's plan ahead, let's be proactive, and figure out if we need to do something now, so when you get ready to buy the house in spring, you're ready and we don't have any surprises. So you can always contact us at realestateradio.sa.com, send us a note, or call our office at 210-314-4591, and we would be glad to help you. There's no fees for pulling your credit, for talking about getting you ready to buy a home in the spring. So if your student loans are paid off, but your credit report shows them current, then you're going to have to get us something that shows you've paid those off, and we can update that credit report in a very short time. in a couple of days, we'll have that credit report updated, so that's not affecting your ratios.
That's really important because we have a lot of, especially young people that have graduated, have started their careers, and now they're looking at, well, should I stay in this rented home? Should I possibly buy a house? And a lot of times they don't think they can really purchase a home, and there's a lot of different programs. So that's why we say, give us a call, come in. It doesn't cost anything to talk. I mean, you can come into the office, we can talk over the phone, however you want to do it. We can do it by emails. I mean, whatever it takes. I mean, it's always nice to sit in front of somebody and to meet each other and go back and forth, and then we can, actually show you the screen of what we're doing, and that's a big benefit of being in person. So we can just flip that screen around and say, here's where you are, this is what's going on, this is what you need to achieve, or you're already there, and this is what you can afford. But we always talk about, information is what we say, knowledge is power and power is money, and we're part of, we want to help you build that wealth through real estate and this type of way. So
yeah, and so in real estate right now, rates, I think the rates are at the lowest they've been almost all year last year. The bond market, the oil's gone under $50 a barrel, and yesterday the market responded. So right now, rates are low. I had someone at 3.25 on a 30-year fixed VA rate, refinancing people at 3.7 on a 30-year. Rates are low, so get your credit in line. Let's get you ready to buy a new home or condo, maybe a townhouse over by the Pearl this spring.
Yeah. that brought a smile on Steve's face. Finally, he's like, let's get through this stuff and talk about the stuff you like.
We're going to be headed into a break, but I want you to stay tuned to 9:30 a.m. The Answer with Real Estate Radio San Antonio with Carlin Stan. We've got Steve Indo joining us. He's part of a great revitalization we've been seeing around Southtown and downtown.
Yeah, I'm excited for Steve to come on. Donna, which is our director here, she's really excited to have Steve come on. So, she likes that stuff. She loves the downtown area, and so stay tuned. We're really excited about that. So.